Welcome back to the third and final review of what I brought at the London Festival of Railway Modelling in Alexandra Palace. Today we're looking at this. It's a Hornby locomotive. It's a Hornby locomotive, as you can see there. It's not a locomotive, it's actually an EMU, National Railway Museum. And that could only mean it's a preserved one. It is the British Railways 2 BIL, number 2090. And I've been wanting this for, well, over a year. It was only released early last year. But it just looks so good, so beautiful, and so old that, yeah, I just wanted one. And if you turn to the back, there it is. There's a picture of it. Now, this is already out of the box because I've DCC'd it, given it a run in, and the packaging is so horrible. I just don't want to put it back in case because I'm scared to death that I might damage something. Yes, and there we go. So between 1935 and 1938, a total of 150 sets were built. Of the 2 BILs, and they were put into service on London to Eastbourne services, London Waterloo to Alton and Portsmouth slow services, Portsmouth to Bognor Regis services, and London Waterloo to Reading services. So these worked on the southwestern main lines, and the 2 BIL stands for the 2 means that it's 2 coaches. The BIL stands for bi-lavatory, so it's basically 2-car bi-lavatory stock because it's got two lavatories, toilets. There's one in each coach, and both of these have cabs, and one of them is powered, but the other one is unpowered. And this is one, and because, as you can see, this is one of the preserved ones. It is at the National Railway Museum in York, and it is the only 2 BIL train to survive, which is really good. It's a shame there are no more, but at least they have kept, at least one preserved for the future. Now, enough chit chat, let's get on to the detail of this stunning model. And here she is. This is the motor coach, as you can tell, because she is heavy, and the motor is located in the guards compartment. She is absolutely beautiful. Wow, just look at her. See the front end there? I've added this head code, which is a sticker. It's a bit wonky, but I quite like it. The only criticism I would add is that it does not have lights. There are no lights at all on this train, which is a bit of a shame. But well. The detail is still really good. You get sprung buffers. They're quite strong, and they don't go in very much, but they are sprung. And you can see the jumper connectors there, so that you can connect this to other trains of similar types, and then work in multiple. And it says guard there, because that's where the guard goes. And you can see inside the coaches, well, the coach. On the other side, you can see the seats. You can just about see the seats if I focus. Yes, and this is first class. These first few sections are first class, and this is standard class. The wires there are for the DCC chip. And you can tell from the underframe detail that this is a motor coach, even in real life. This is the powered motor coach, and it has the Southern Railway logo there, and the number of this unit is 2090, and this coach, the number of this coach is S10656S. And you get the horns at the front, which is a nice touch. And look at the roof detail. I mean, it's not just one gigantic moulded piece. This bit here is extra, and a lot of the detail is quite delicate. And the underframe detail as well is really good too. I mean, you get the electrical equipment, and then the brake line, and also the air tank here to operate the brakes. And all in all, it's just really good. And you get the third rail pickup shoe, which is what all Southern Railway trains or electric multiple units had, because the Southern Railway trains operate on the third rail. And at the back you can see there is no corridor connection, but these never had any. And the white window is where there is a toilet. But the detail on the coach end is really good too. And you can see that's where the coupling goes. The coupling is on the other coach, which we'll come to right now. Well, just in a second. You can see the painted door handles. That's really good too. And all in all, this coach, despite the fact that the train does not have lights, it's still really good. Let's put it down. And here is the dummy coach. This does not have a motor, and it is half the weight of the other one. Literally, you can see you get a toilet there, and this coach's number is S12123S. And you can see the coupling there, just there, and a buffer there, which is sprung. And I'm guessing that is there to prevent the two units from colliding with each other. So, yeah, as you can see, you get the stickers there on the windows, which says first class. So part of this is a first class compartment. Oh dear, almost broke it. So you have to be very careful with these. Please be careful. You get the pipe, you get the air tanks to operate the brakes and the brake rods, the third rail pickup shoes, and this does not have a guards compartment, but it can be driven. It says private on the door. Just the door handles are painted as well, and the roof is really nice too. And the other end is just as the same as on the motor coach, except the destination display is different because I made it different. It doesn't have lights, and it does have the connector wirings there. And the buffers are sprung again, not hugely, but they are, which is quite nice. And the coupling does not transfer any power because there is no need to, because this coach does not pick up and there are no lights. But anyway, so the detail is really good despite no lights, but does it perform as well? We shall find out right now. So here we have the Hornby BIL on the track, and I can't show you lights because it doesn't have any, but it still does look really nice. And let's give it some juice, and off she goes. Wow, just look how smoothly she's running. The rear bogie is making a bit of a scraping noise, but it's not derailed at all. Wow. Just look how smooth it is. So despite the fact that it does not have lights, the performance of it is still really good. Wow. She looks like a typical train on the Southern Railway from the 1930s, electric train. Because 1930s, that was the time when the Southern Railway decided to electrify the main lines. Let's get a few line side shots. So yeah, as you can see, she is running beautifully. That was a bit of a funny shot. Let's get one more shot. Yeah, she is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So in conclusion, I definitely recommend her to anyone who likes trains or wants to model the southern region in the 1930s. Anything, just buy her, because she is truly a really good model. Even if she doesn't have lights, the detail on her is still really good, and the performance is excellent, absolutely excellent. The Hornby BIL is a really good model. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next review.